Good morning, students. We have learnt the dual aspect concept as a principle of accounting, and we know that every business transaction has a dual aspect, that is dual effect. This principle is expressed in terms of assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. It means assets of the business are always equal to its capital plus its liabilities. Liabilities means outsiders liabilities and capital means liability towards the owner of the business. Okay, because we know that capital means amount invested by the owner into the business. So this is liability towards owner, and liabilities means outsiders liabilities, that is external liabilities. So assets will always be equal with total of capital and liabilities. From today onwards, we will learn how to solve all the business transactions in terms of accounting equation. This equation is assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. It means A is equal to L plus C. So if we want to calculate capital, then we can calculate like this: A minus L is equal to C. To calculate capital, we have to deduct liabilities from assets. Okay. Then if we want to calculate liabilities, then A minus C is equal to L. It means we can calculate liabilities after deducting capital from the total assets. Okay. This is the basic accounting equation, and now we will start solving the problem. Now we will solve the accounting equations. I have given one problem here. Prepare accounting equations from the following. There are 6 transactions. First, Gopal started business with cash rupees 50,000. Second, purchase furniture rupees 5,000. Third, purchase goods for cash rupees 20,000. Fourth transaction is purchase goods on credit rupees 15,000. Fifth transaction, sold goods rupees 10,000, and last transaction is sold goods on credit rupees 5,000. These are the transactions given, and we will arrange them in the form of accounting equation. Okay, let us start. This is the table we have to prepare. First column is of transaction. We will write transaction here, and this is the accounting equation. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Okay. First transaction. Started business with cash. They told us that Gopal started business with cash rupees 50,000. It means asset of the business is increasing. So we will write cash here. Cash is equal to 50,000. Okay. Is equal to, there is no liability, so dash, and capital will be rupees 50,000 because Gopal has given rupees 50,000 to the business, means liability towards owner will be rupees 50,000, which is called as capital. Okay. So this is the first equation. We will make the total of this equation. Total assets total is rupees 50,000 is equal to total of liabilities and capital is rupees 50,000. Now the second transaction. Second transaction is purchase furniture rupees 5,000. So I will write here purchase furniture. You know that furniture means tables and chairs and cupboards, etc. Purchase furniture rupees 5,000. So as the owner's business is purchasing furniture for his business, so cash of rupees 5,000 will be going out. So we will deduct cash is equal to 50,000 minus 5,000, that will be rupees 45,000. Okay, and it will create a new asset, that is furniture, is equal to 5,000. There will not be any change in liabilities and no change in capital. Okay, so now we will tally this equation. Total of assets is rupees 50,000 is equal to rupees 50,000. The equation is tallied. याचा अर्थ असा आहे की बिझनेस मध्ये कॅश 50,000 होती. जेव्हा फर्निचर परचेस केलं बिझनेसनी त्यावेळेला 5,000 कॅश आपल्याकडनं बाहेर गेली. सो वी हॅव डिडक्टेड रुपीज 5,000 फ्रॉम 50,000. सो कॅश रिमेन्स विथ द बिझनेस इज रुपीज 45,000. अँड देन नवीन ॲसेट निर्माण झालेली आहे फर्निचर नावाची, जी 5,000 रुपयाची आपल्याकडे आहे. सो ॲसेटची टोटल 50,000 झालेली आहे, जी लायबिलिटीज आणि कॅपिटलच्या टोटल बरोबर टॅली होते, कारण ती टोटल पण 50,000 आहे, ॲज देर इज नो लायबिलिटी. ओके, नाउ द थर्ड ट्रान्झॅक्शन. Purchased goods for cash rupees 20,000. So we will write purchased goods. Rupees. No need to write rupees. Purchased goods is okay. Now the business is purchasing goods. So their cash will go out from the business. त्यांची cash बाहेर जाणार आहे business मधनं. So आधीची कॅश 45,000 होती मायनस रुपीज 20,000 इज इक्वल टू 25,000. So cash will remain rupees 25,000 with the business. Furniture is our asset which will remain as it is. There will not be any change in furniture. And new asset has been created, that is goods. When we purchase goods, we will call it as purchases. So purchases, that is goods. You can write goods also for better understanding. Goods is equal to 20,000 because we have purchased goods of rupees 20,000. Cash 25,000 उरलेली आहे. फर्निचर जसंच्या तसं राहणार आहे आणि गुड्स नावाची नवीन ॲसेट आपल्याकडे येणार आहे 20,000 रुपयांची. देयर विल नॉट बी एनी चेंज इन लायबिलिटीज अँड नो चेंज इन कॅपिटल. सो टोटल total 25,000 plus 5,000 30,000. 30,000 plus 20,000 will be 50,000 is equal to dash प्लस 50,000. म्हणजे अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन टॅली झालेलं आहे या ट्रान्झॅक्शन नंतर सुद्धा. मी इथे कंटिन्यू करते स्पेस कमी असल्यामुळे. थर्ड ट्रान्झॅक्शनची टोटल होती 50,000 इज इक्वल टू डॅश प्लस 50,000. नाउ द फोर्थ ट्रान्झॅक्शन. परचेज गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट रुपीज 15,000. परचेज गुड्स on credit. We will write purchase goods on credit. It means we have purchased goods but payment is not made. म्हणजे गुड्स परचेस केलेले आहे पण पैसे दिलेले नाहीत, म्हणजे उधारीने माल परचेस केलेला आहे, गुड्स परचेस केलेले आहे. ओके, वी हॅव कॅश of rupees 25,000. See the last equation. Furniture of rupees 5,000 and goods of rupees 20,000. We can also call as purchases here. Goods of rupees 20,000. We have cash of rupees 25,000 because from 50,000 we have deducted 5,000 plus 20,000. So cash remains 25,000. Furniture as it is and purchase goods for cash. So goods rupees 20,000. Okay. Now We are purchasing goods on credit rupees 20,000. Rupees 15,000. We are purchasing goods on credit rupees 15,000. Okay? म्हणजे आपण 15,000 चा माल उधारीने परचेस करतोय. As we are not paying amount, our cash will remain as it is here, that is rupees 25,000. Furniture will remain as it is. But as we are purchasing goods, we will increase our goods, that is our asset, by rupees 15,000. So plus 15,000. So goods amount will be, total goods will be of rupees 35,000. Understood? कॅश तशीच्या तशी राहणार आहे. फर्निचर मध्ये काही फरक पडणार नाही आणि जे जुने गुड्स आहेत 20,000 चे त्याच्यामध्ये नवीन जे आपण उधारीने गुड्स परचेस केलेले आहेत ते 15,000 ऍड होतील. त्यामुळे टोटल गुड्स 35,000 होतील. नाउ आधी आपली लायबिलिटी काही नव्हती, बट व्हेन वी परचेस गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट देयर विल बी राइज इन लायबिलिटी. इट मीन्स हियर द लायबिलिटी विल इनक्रीज, दैट इज क्रेडिटर्स is equal to 15,000. We have learned the term creditor. Any amount payable to anybody, that person or that institution will be our creditor. The name of the person is not given here, so we will write creditor rupees 15,000. Okay? Our liability has been increased because we have to pay back rupees 15,000 in future. And now there will not be any increase or decrease in capital, so it will remain as it is 50,000. Now we will make total करूया. Total 25,000 plus 5,000, that is 30,000 plus 35,000 means total 65,000 is equal to creditors 15,000 plus 50,000 capital. So 50,000 plus 15,000 means 65,000 is equal to 65,000. Okay? Now the next transaction, fifth. Sold goods rupees 10,000. Sold goods rupees 10,000. For cash or on credit is not given here. So it means this is a cash transaction. Okay? It means goods sold for cash rupees 10,000. आपण goods sold केलेले आहेत आणि पैसे आपल्याकडे आलेले आहेत असा अर्थ होतो त्याचा. म्हणून as we are receiving cash, our cash will increase here. So cash is equal to 25,000 plus we are receiving rupees 10,000 here. So 10,000. आपली कॅश वाढणार आहे कारण आपण गुड्स सोल्ड केलेले आहेत 10,000 रुपयाचे. गुड्स आपण देणार आहोत आणि कॅश आपल्याकडे येणार आहे. सो कॅश विल इनक्रीज. फर्निचर विल रिमेन ॲज इट इज. फर्निचर इज इक्वल टू 5,000. इट विल रिमेन ॲज इट इज. अँड देन गुड्स, we have total goods of rupees 35,000. We are selling goods worth rupees 10,000. So we will deduct rupees 10,000 from this 35,000. So goods will remain of rupees 25,000. There will not be any change in liabilities. So creditors, that is our liability, which is 15,000, and capital will remain as it is, that is 50,000. Now we will make total. $35,000 plus 5,000 is 40,000 plus 25,000 means 65,000 is equal to 15,000 plus 50,000 means 65,000. 65,000 is equal to 65,000. Okay? And now the last transaction. Now the last transaction, that is sixth transaction. See the transaction. Sold goods on credit rupees 5,000. It means we are selling goods but on credit. Means we are selling goods but the amount is not received yet. Okay? याचा अर्थ गुड्स आपण उधारीने सेल केलेले आहेत. आपण उधारीने सेल केलेत कोणत्या तरी पर्सनला. पर्सन्स नेम इज नॉट गिवन हियर. The person who is purchasing goods from us on credit is called as debtors. It means debtor is our credit customer. Okay. So here new asset will be created, namely debtors. See how it is. Sold goods on credit. As we are not receiving cash, cash will remain rupees 35,000. Okay. Furniture rupees 5,000 as it is. 5,000. Goods. There were goods costing rupees 25,000 and we are selling goods of rupees 5,000. So 25,000 minus 5,000. आपण goods sold केल्यामुळे 5,000 रुपयांनी आपले goods कमी होत आहेत. सो आपल्याकडे 20,000 रुपीजचे गुड्स राहतील. And now new asset has been created, namely debtors of rupees 5,000. आपण 5,000 रुपयाचे गुड्स क्रेडिटवर सोल्ड केलेले आहेत, त्यामुळे डेटर्स नावाची नवीन ॲसेट निर्माण झालेली आहे. बिकॉज दिस इज अमाउंट रिसिवेबल फ्रॉम द कस्टमर. एनिथिंग रिसिवेबल विल बी अवर ॲसेट. सो डेटर्स, this asset is created rupees 5,000. There will not be any change in liabilities, 15,000 creditors, and no change in capital, so it will remain as rupees 50,000. Make the total. Total 35,000 plus 5,000 40,000 plus 20,000 60,000 plus 5,000 65,000 is equal to 15,000 plus 50,000, that is rupees 65,000. Okay.